Hello, and welcome to the Cleaning Your Data module of the Research Data Training Series. I am Paul Byrne, Research Data Services Librarian at Syracuse University Libraries. What we will cover in this module is things to know before you start cleaning your data, common problems to look for, and how to find problems and fix them. Let's talk about some things you need to think about before you start cleaning your data. Remember, you will spend more time cleaning and preparing your data for analysis than you will on the analysis itself. So you need to be patient. You will get to the analysis. And above all, you need to be thorough. There will be a lot to do, and missing even one small problem can have a profound effect on your results. Keep detailed notes of all the problems you find as you find them. Be sure to include the record number or ID and what needs to be fixed. As we have said many times throughout this series, learn to code. Use code to clean your data. It will be a record of what you did and will help you to be able to reproduce your working data in the event of some catastrophe. Finally, don't start cleaning your data until you have all of it. By cleaning data as it comes in, you may not be able to uncover systematic problems that go across different records. Also, you can write code that can act on several records and/or variables at once, which will be much faster than working on them individually. Here are the most common problems in data cleaning that you might find. Rather than going through each of these individually, we have put them with the supplementary materials on the web page. Most problems you will encounter will involve wrong values due to a data entry error, more commonly known as a typo, inconsistent data entry, or people not following the skip patterns correctly. Now, let's look at how to find problems. First, if you have double entered your data, fix all the discrepancies before you start cleaning. Select one of those files, and that will be your working data. Be sure to make a copy of this data and put it in a safe place. Also be sure to use versioning as you modify the data. Next, you must decide how complete a record must be to be included. Put another way, how much missing data on any particular record are you willing to tolerate? Remember, some variables, such as your dependent variables, are more important than others, so a missing value on one of these can make the record unusable. Next, try to identify any duplicate records. The entire record may be a duplicate, namely, it is an exact copy of another record, or there may simply be duplicated IDs. Various software packages have different methods of identifying duplicates, so be sure you're familiar with how your package does it. Next, run some basic descriptive statistics on your data. Create frequency tables for nominal and categorical variables, as well as means and minimums and maximums for continuous variables. This will help to identify out-of-range values. You might also want to run means and minimum and maximums of continuous variables for each level of a categorical or nominal variable, as what is a legitimate value for one group may not be for another. Next, you need to investigate proper skip patterns. You can do this by running crosstabs on the filter variable, the one that tells the respondent to skip to another question, and the ones following it, and examining where the missing and non-missing data are. It may be necessary to go back to the original instruments to determine the correct value. Now, on to fixing those problems. First, write the code necessary to fix the problems. Remember, code to fix a problem on one record can have an effect on other records. Generally, you will want to write code that will act on several records first, then the code to act on individual records. Remember that manipulations you planned before you collected your data, such as creating calculated variables or flipping the scales, is not part of cleaning your data. These operations should be done only after all of your data have been cleaned. Next, run the code. Then, save the data as a new version. Finally, use that new version and then go back and look for all the problems all over again to make sure you corrected all of them and did not create any new ones in the process. You did write code to fix and find all those problems, didn't you? So in conclusion, learning to code will help you save time and keep a record of what you have done. There are many potential problems to fix, so again, be patient and be thorough. And cleaning your data step by step will help to ensure that you have identified all the problems. Thank you. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. Our contact information can be found on the web page. Now, on to the next module, analyzing your data.